Quote Retreat by Sandor. One quote, one reflection, one thought that could bring a moment of light and energy to your day. Join me as we take a look at today's quote. The quote is by Amy Poehler, born 1971. It reads, "You can't save all people at once, but you can save the world of one person." Let's take a moment together to explore the messages within this quote. Here's something that stopped me in my tracks today. We often think changing the world requires massive, sweeping actions. But what if the real key to global change is actually helping just one person at a time?
You know, that reminds me of Amy Poehler's powerful quote about how you can't save all people at once, but you can save the world of one person. It's such a paradigm shift in how we think about making an impact.
Exactly. And what's fascinating about Amy's approach is how she's demonstrated this philosophy throughout her career. Like, when she started with the Upright Citizens Brigade, she wasn't trying to revolutionize all of comedy. She was creating these intimate, meaningful moments of connection through improv.
That's such an interesting point about her early career. How do you think that philosophy translated into her later work?
Well, if you look at her time on Saturday Night Live from 2001 to 2008, she wasn't just going for broad appeal. She was creating these incredibly specific characters that might deeply resonate with just a portion of the audience. And then with Leslie Knope in Parks and Recreation, she literally embodied this idea of making change one person, one project at a time.
Oh my gosh, yes! Leslie Knope is like the perfect example of this philosophy in action. She wasn't trying to fix all of government. She was focusing on making her small corner of the world better through specific targeted efforts.
And you know what's really powerful about this approach? It actually creates this amazing ripple effect. Like with her Smart Girls at the Party initiative, instead of trying to solve all gender inequality at once, she's creating these meaningful connections that can transform individual lives, who then go on to impact others.
That's such a crucial point about the ripple effect. Could you tell us more about how that initiative actually works on the ground level?
So the initiative focuses on creating safe spaces where young girls can be authentically themselves. It's not about reaching millions at once. It's about having real, meaningful impact on individuals. And what's fascinating is how this approach has actually led to broader change, because each person touched by the program becomes a potential catalyst for change in their own community.
Well, that's exactly what makes this philosophy so powerful. It acknowledges both the limitation and the possibility inherent in trying to make positive change.
You know what else strikes me? When you look at her production work, like helping launch Broad City, she didn't try to revolutionize all of television. Instead, she saw potential in specific voices and helped amplify them. It's like she understands that real change happens through these individual connections and opportunities.
And let's not forget how she's managed to maintain this focus while achieving massive success. It's not like she had to choose between having a broad reach and making deep connections.
That's such an important point about not having to choose. Even in big mainstream movies like Mean Girls or Sisters, she's creating characters that might deeply resonate with specific viewers while still entertaining a broad audience. It's like sending out individual lifelines while performing on a big stage.
That's why I think this quote has resonated with so many people. It's both humble and empowering at the same time.
And it's particularly relevant in today's world, right? With social media constantly bombarding us with all the world's problems simultaneously, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless. But this philosophy reminds us that we don't have to solve everything at once. We just need to focus on where we can make a real, meaningful difference in someone's life.
So what you're saying is that it's actually more effective to think smaller rather than bigger when it comes to creating change.
Exactly. And you know what's really validating about Amy's career path? She started in improv, which is all about being present in the moment and connecting with whoever's right there with you. By focusing on making genuine connections and creating meaningful impact, even if just for one person at a time, she's actually ended up having this massive positive influence on popular culture and society.
That's what makes her such a powerful example of this philosophy in action, showing that individual impact can lead to systemic change.
Looking ahead, I think this approach becomes even more crucial as our world gets more complex. Instead of being paralyzed by the enormity of global challenges, we can ask ourselves, whose world can I impact today? It makes change feel more achievable, more human-scaled.
And that might be the most valuable lesson we can take from this. That real, lasting change happens one person, one connection, one world at a time. With that, we conclude this exciting episode. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Your support truly helps this channel grow. See you again tomorrow. Yours, Sandor.